So, can you help me out or what?
Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Hey there, how you doing? How about lending your dragon friend a hand?
Only got one there. What's up with you? There's more than one. It's weird. Here we go.
What do you think those villains are really?
Get the strategy going. The icons.
I want Bill to be happy.
Talk to Nala. I don't know where she is. Warehouse. That actually work the same way in Twitch as it does Facebook?
Hi.
How am I feeling? Okay, I guess.
Thank you.
The ruler of Pride Rock, his favorite gifts. Go look up what those are.
It's wonderful.
I'd say it's like 80%.
Starting to look amazing.
Not affecting my voice as much today. I think my voice sounds relatively normal. Al says none of your business. Well, Maverick does ask some very personal questions sometimes. Vegetarian dumplings, leek soup, and passion. I had one in my inventory actually. I have a sore throat. I don't know. I'm not no doctor. Vegetarian dumplings and leek soup. We could remember that. I think neither of them are appies. Time for dinner. Had a pork burger with cranberry and some potato wedges. Bit of pumpkin pie for dessert. Oh, that's what lions like, I guess. Vegetarian soup or stew? Vegetarian dumplings. Wasn't even close.
Hey now, don't act like you don't see me.
Gonna act like I don't see him. The Esta's here. Not for long. You're playing your favorite game. Got a sore throat from not cleaning your bong out? Well, let's see, Asta. Would you prefer I play NHL or this game?
Heed my words. I'm just kidding. You got a minute?
What's your favorite game out of those two?
I love how every day here is different.
You know what's in vegetarian dumplings by chance? Oh yeah. Wheat, any vegetable, and soya. Did Thanksgiving poutine and leftover cake. What is Thanksgiving? What's Thanksgiving poutine, Stephanie? Wheat, vegetable. Oh yeah. Oh, cabbage. I don't even know what category soya is in. Veggies, apparently. Fries, gravy, cheese, turkey, and stuffing. Oh, okay.
On days like these,
Is that
I
homemade?
like to curl up with my favorite book.
I thought you don't like gravy. Is it cheese curds? Because, you know, poutine needs cheese curds. Rather than just shredded cheese. Anybody know where the soya can be found? Less gravy's on yours. Oh, there's the soya. In the butt that was. There's less gravy on yours. You know, you're a silly Willy, to be honest. I mean, for not liking gravy.
You're making so many dreams come true.
Hey, good to see ya.
Either that or your foster mother is terrible at making gravy. One of those two.
You know, the village could use a little more excitement.
You like gravy, Jericho?
Ah, hmm.
Blue one, I think. There we go.
Huh. See ya. Now that I've had some time to think, I know exactly.
Especially when you're having a poutine, it's got to be drowning in gravy. Otherwise, it's not really poutine. Fun guy. Well, I mean, what Stephanie was describing, it would be turkey gravy. Likely. I like beef gravy too, though. Not as big on chicken gravy, but Gravy is gravy, you know? You ever had bison gravy? Or any wild meat gravy? That matter? Go Bambi gravy? The recipes for possum and raccoon with gravy. I bet you it tastes great.
When I tell Grimsby about this place, he's never gonna believe it.
You think with Stephanie disliking gravy so much, she'd have zero gravy on. Then it would be called French fries, not poutine. And I'm almost betting that that wasn't cheese curds either. There was didn't say anything there. Bet you it was feta cheese, which does not make a good poutine. Curds is definitely the way to go.
You know, the village could use a little more excitement. Well, look who it is.
Ants, beds, Little Mermaid, rustic, fringes.
Don't be a stranger.
You wanna know the secret to this thing? Wouldn't see what they already have. Need Little Mermaid for both. Rustic for wardrobe, rustic for furniture. Beds. Get a rustic bed, maybe. Little Mermaid rustic bed, eh? Thing comes up. You don't have to actually be that accurate on this, I find too. Little Mermaid. What order is it? There's the PS or PBS or whatever. Nothing matches that. Here we go. We got some beds. Pop it right over there. Need something Little Mermaid though. Rustic off. Chalk. This is the secret that nobody told you about. Do these good challenges. No Little Mermaid beds. So let's go back. furniture. To all this time. Pick something small. There we go. We've got everything satisfied except for rustic and the wardrobe. So we can check it. We got everything check marked. We're done.
Ever consider a career in design? You have marvelous taste. This is truly the
I don't really care for
perfect
these
day.
daisy challenges, to be honest. Does anyone else like the daisy challenges? Stephanie's not talking anymore. Enough. 5-star desserts. More spots in the Forgotten Lands. 1 mineral. Harvest lemons. Visions of the Plaza. Plaza.
I wonder who the ruler of this valley is, and where they are.
I didn't realize that was fences.
Good morning, Dad.
Picture, that's easy.
Now, what was it that I had planned for today?
We're leveling her up. I always get one of them to follow me that's not completely leveled up while I do these star paths. So that I end up leveling them up. Amount of stuff you have to do. I leave these because there's always a quest for picking them up. Hello mineral, harvest 3 lemons.
Hey there. Oh, so long. Ah.
Or that'll clear out some inventory items.
Oh, yeah.
Meeting someone like you gives me hope.
Excuse me. Do. What they do to recreate the sound of walking and stuff. That's just one of those sparkling ices or whatever. The Costco one. In Canada, they have the French. English. Kiwi strawberry flavored. Or Boisson. The Talente. Kiwi et fraise. Two official languages here in Canada. Let's go to Jafar's thing. %9 alcohol. That don't have 9% alcohol. It has, I'll tell ya, carbonated water as its main number 1 ingredient. Citric acid, natural flavor, and some different things, you know, like intergum and Other stuff. Probably uses aspartame. Basically staying. Which one is Jafar's Palace Laboratory? No. Yes, that's his money pile throne, I guess. Where this goes. Blocked off there. Guess I walked right out. Esta, do you know where it is? Or his laboratory? We found something. We're close to the laboratory. Have I done this quest? No, because that's why I was doing it just now. Know where his laboratory was, so apparently that's his laboratory. Up behind the gold throne. To the left. Look at how cool Gaston looks there, eh? Pretty cool. Go see Merlemeister here.
All right now, we have work to do. Hello. Well, a dark age indeed. How curious.
Laboratory, yeah. Did I say something different? His lavatory?
Well now, you see...
Doesn't look like these Disney places have too many bathrooms, you know.
Pleasant morning to you.
Where's the Cave of Wonders, man? Stephanie, is she gone already or what? She probably knows where it is. The Cave of Wonders. Can't help. Well, good. Help then. Tell me where the Cave of Wonders is. Land should I go to? The one that's over here? Not a very wondrous cave, though. It's in the desert. Up here. Hit it. Finally, eh? Just said she can help. Glitter dunes. We're close to the glittering dunes. I always get messed up on which direction I'm heading the right.
We have to stop Ursula from...
Did buy this pizza place? This whole area is called the Glittering Dunes. Could you narrow it down a little bit?
Some people are worth melting for.
Go to the Waster. I'm kind of by the water here. I lit the tiki torch. Got some bones. It is my business, though. Not near waters. Just told me to go waters.
Good morning, bright, big, beautiful
The past glitters. Yeah, the Glittering Dunes is this whole area, though. That's everything that's basically on this corner of the map. And then you said near waters. There's only water near Glittering Dunes is right there. Then you said it's not near water. Top left. You're talking about up here somewhere? The wastes? Wastes part of Glittering Dunes? I'll get over there. We go that way. And the cat mouth? It place the statue in Time's arms. Only Time's arms is at the end of this long cave. I don't even know if I have the lamp on me, to be honest. Time arm?
Oh, it's you again.
Between him and the lamp. Just that we had got a snarky people around.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm. Hmm. Uh-huh.
What's my eye on you?
Goodbye.
Maribel doing here? Take a bunch of pictures with capybaras, I guess. In the forest, I think. Are they? Heck, I guess. Grasslands, the Grove. Goon, the Grove. Promenade. Alright, have a good day. I see any capybaras lurking about. You take pictures of them. one. Where's Maribel? Wasn't even one we needed. Crap. Yeah, that counted. The most ridiculous quest ever. There beside this capybara. We need red and white, gray, and blue. Grove. Grove. The glue, and that one's not there today. Gray, spotted, and blue. It's definitely the blue. 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Grove. I took a picture of one. Lagoon. 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Not even around. But not a gray spotted one. That must be the tune one. The blue one around here somewhere though.
Living here is
You don't want to blow it, we gotta find the blue one. Stephanie's a capybara expert, you know, she captured all of them, I think. No blue ones, just this one. This capybara ones we see. Really? Is the gas station really the best place to buy smokes from? You're not going to Costco or something. Costco doesn't sell smokes anymore, maybe, eh? Need 9 more mushrooms. 8 more blooms, dark blooms.
That's it. Step right up. What? Have a swell day.
A lot of plastic scrap, eh?
I'm so grateful.
This thing. That takes like bronze and something else, it looks like. I need like 35 bronze.
As usual.
More than that, even. 35, 45, 50 bronze ingots. I can make 11.
Family means nobody gets left behind.
Need more brass and tin, I guess.
Oh, Amy, we need to talk.
Missed me, huh? Yeah?
Whatever this thing does. Dirt, I guess. Was that how you get plastic scrap?
I can't run from my past forever.
I've got your back.
Here, get at that one.
We have to stop Ursula.
Veins in the wastes.
I am one of Whoopee.
But your companion animal doesn't pick up the crap.
I can't run from my past forever.
are so many nice people here.
Never carry around eggs. Good. You're on the path. White look pink to me.
What a perfect day for a race.
Welcome back. I don't know where to get tin and zinc from.
Lovely day myself.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'd really like to talk to you.
Come here, my child.
Sunshine, check. All right, everyone, let's enjoy ourselves a great day.
Wow, you're a really good leader for this route.
Welcome back. 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 Welcome back.
Do you have a minute?
Welcome back. Guess I could whip up 5-star desserts. What's that one supposed to do? All the cake. I got all the cake, eh? Supposed to let you bet. Bet on what? Got lots of burgers, ice cream, cake. The walleye. There's a carp. Church. Ugly fish. Seaweed. My command bot is busted, probably. Stephanie could tell me how to fix it.
Oh, I'll help you in any way I can. Trust me.
Don't know how to fix those things. Well, she didn't really, because she's there. Doesn't talk. That was an actual tilapia. Got one. Eventually. How many do I have to get? 10 of them, eh? Never did tell me how the cheese was on the poutine though. Whether there was like curds, like chunks, or was it shredded? You know, like even when I ask questions, I don't get the answers.
Okay, listen. Don't take on.
Oh, it's shredded. Hey, when you do have gravy, you have it from a restaurant, is it the same as the one your foster mom makes, or does it taste quite a bit different?
Yes, I can really dig my claws into a place like this.
You didn't have a true poutine then, if you didn't have shredded. Or if you had shredded, though. True poutines use squeaky cheese curds. Jericho, you ever try that combination Stephanie said? There is actually poutineries that kind of make a turkey dinner poutine. They would use a curds, cheese curds instead, because that's what you're supposed to do. They melt better. As in, if you ever do try it, you gotta make sure you got the kind of curds. I mean, you kind of call it a poutine, but it's not a real poutine. Like, even if you go to fast food joints in Canada, they have it with cheese curds. That's the true recipe. So what Stephanie described is more, she only had a little bit of gravy. Described French fries with a little bit of gravy and shredded cheese. And turkey and I can't remember if she said dressing and cranberries. I don't know. Can't remember the rest. Normally you get all of that, except for not shredded cheese. Curds.
Have you got him?
You've got a minute. You don't like cranberries? Cranberries is really nice on turkey. Too bitter. It's just like when you have it as cranberry sauce on turkey, though, it's almost like eating jam. It's kind of sweet at that point. Like, you know, if you eat a direct cranberry from the tree, it's not the same, you know? Oh, that was there. Nine of them. 9. Why do we celebrate Thanksgiving? We're celebrating something different than you are. I looked that up the other day, actually. Has the answer still. You guys are Americans are celebrating colonization. That's one thing I remember from that. So yours is tied to the 1621 feast shared by the Pilgrims. And since Canada's climate is colder than the States, the harvest season happens earlier. So it's held in October to align with the end of the agricultural harvest. So I can't remember the reason I found before, but it was talking about that. But it makes sense that the harvest, they're kind of both celebrating harvest in a way, but um Thanksgiving, Canada Thanksgiving actually traces back to 1578 when English explorer Martin Frobisher held a feast in Newfoundland to give thanks for surviving the dangerous journey through the Northwest Passage. So that's considered one of the earliest Thanksgiving celebrations in North America. And then American Thanksgiving is tied to the 1621 feast. So we actually celebrated it before States, but for a slightly different reason. But I guess the base is the harvest and um, relating to the climate. There you go. Now you know. I'll quiz you guys later on that. See if Stephanie gets it right. By later, I might mean, November or something.
Oh, I'm hoping that soon I can be part of your world.
Give her the history lesson. Gotta teach them American stuff, You know what's interesting? I was watching this presentation by somebody that was a lawyer from the States. Actually had a movie based on this guy. And he was talking about how he was an honor student in New York. And when he went to Toronto, because the family kind of adopted him, sort of thing, they tested him. And in Toronto, he had the equivalent of a grade 9 education in Canada. So there you go. An honor student is about a grade 9 education in Canada. Did I store all the plastics? That's crazy, isn't it? You'd think it would be closer. Like at least like grade 12 or something or whatever, but not even close. Grade 9. All structured different, like education, country to country, And we do have like 12 grades. I think Ontario might have 13 grades, but 12 grades in most of Western Canada at least.
I wonder where they harvest their ice.
Although they do, that might be intentional. Because, there is that saying that if you, want to control your population, you know, you don't want to have them as educated. Maybe that's on purpose. You would hope it's not bad planning. My sprinkler system got blown out today. I had the guy come and do that. They up the air compressor and blow it out. I'm getting closer to being ready. You think it is on purpose, or you think it's bad planning? Fear is also something that is good for controlling population. You know, people are afraid of things. You know, you nest that fear in them and say you're going to resolve it, and they'll vote for that politician. Now we have an election here in British Columbia coming up on 19th. So I guess we'll see if we keep the current guys or province or a party called the NDP, or if we'll switch to Conservative Party. We'll know in a week. And then your federal election is next after that. And then our federal election will be next year sometime. There's a party called the Green Party. British Columbia. But you know, they don't tend to, you know, they're in pro environment kind of. They don't tend to really get a lot of votes. So it'll come down between the Conservative and the NDP parties in British Columbia. You're throwing away your vote essentially by voting those one-off parties, you know? Because they're not going to win, you know? Same with in the States, you know? Basically, if you vote independent, then, you know, it's basically you're throwing away your vote and voting for the status quo, which is whoever else had the most votes. You know what would be really interesting in voting? Is if people actually all voted.
Good thing the cold doesn't bother me.
It'd be who knows who would be the winner, you know? Because, you know, like, for example, in the States, there are only 66% of people voted when they're going on about how dire it was to vote. But there's still a good 40% that didn't vote.
There are so many possibilities for adventure.
And those issues affect all those people, you know? So for whatever reason, they didn't vote. But, you know, Philip DeFranco says, if you ever watch his show, may not mess with politics, but politics messes with you.
Don't forget, I'm here to help.
Like, Stephanie doesn't vote, but, you know, there might be a party that's better for her interests than the other party, kind of thing, you know? Can't vote at all? That's kind of a dumb rule, really. You know, I mean, once you're out of jail and back into society, you should be able to vote. I think that you can even, you know, and you know what the worst part about that is? Okay, well, you can't vote, but I mean, one of those good two guys that has a 50% chance of winning is convicted. You know, you think that if somebody that's convicted, they wouldn't be able to run, you know? Can't even come to Canada either, you know, when you're convicted. So, you know, technically he can't even if he wins the presidency and he wants to come to diplomatic trips, a lot of countries won't let him come in. I just double checked it. It looks like you can even vote if you're incarcerated in Canada. So you're in the wrong country. Although I guess you shouldn't have did whatever you did. But they're trying to eliminate your rights by the laws, you know. And different, you know, the United States is really bad too for private prisons and stuff where people are motivated, like, or not people, but these jails are motivated to keep you coming back in. You know, so, you know, it's a very punishment first kind of system there. So it's like, you know, those private prisons make money by being full. So not only do the people pay them, but then they also put them to work, you know, making Starbucks drinks or cups or whatever too, you know. More. But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy, you know, that you know, because it costs more to keep people incarcerated. Um, than it does to actually rehabilitate somebody. People are really complaining in Canada about that too. They're really starting to push for harsher punishments because you know you don't really go to jail that long because it is um rehabilitation first versus punishment first. You know, so our conservative governments are really pushing to increase time for crimes. Kind of thing. You know, and then they'll find the worst examples of, you know, somebody that got out and did some crimes, you know, as their examples. And people just eat it up. You know, and sometimes people are just desperate, right? So they, you know, instead of having something that might help them out, you know, they'll punish them, you know? I recall one of my friends way back in the day, um, he had a rough family life. You know, like, just hated his family. And so he got into stealing cars. And then when he got caught, he requested to not live with his family. And, you know, he did his time. He went to juvenile hall at the time. Because he was underage, right? But he, you know, he leads a very productive life now. You know, like, I don't really talk to him too much, but I saw that he's, you know, has a career in making video games and all sorts of things. The professor, even for a little bit. Instructor, I guess. It would be called.
Could use a few more sleds around here.
So, I mean, rehabilitation does work in the right situations. I could have fed a monkey that banana split. And he was a good kid. I mean, you know, he had a really rough bringing up. Like his mom bonked his sister on the head with a cast iron frying pan and dented it. No, it wasn't a nice place for a nice environment to grow up in, I don't think. All these unlabeled boxes. Forget where I put things sometimes.
Lovely day myself.
See that there? That's a poutine. Has the cheese curds and everything.
Hey there!
Excuse me, can we talk?
Oh,
Or some of them fish. Looking for black flowers. So far, I haven't seen any. One maybe. There we go. We found maybe one black flower. Now we got one black flower to go.
My beauty is.
GG. Well, it's more random than anything, really. I don't know if that really deserves a G. Space in our inventory, eh? You have anything planned for
Mustn't stay in
movies or anything you're gonna watch at Halloween? Need 2 more mushrooms. Tilapia.
Now this is a great day to play outside.
Don't like scary movies. Well, I mean, I'm not a big scary movie guy either, but being Halloween, you know. Maybe you might want to watch one that you're familiar with or something, you know, like you've seen it 100 times, so it's not really scary anymore. I watched the original Friday the 13th the other day. I actually hadn't seen it before, to be honest. Like, how old is that movie? 1980 or something? There's also different kinds of movies these days compared to the old days, too. You know, like slasher movies are more popular back then. Now they go for like intense gore for horror movies. Or it seems so, anyway. Little Shop of Horrors would be a good one to watch on Halloween. Not sure if I've seen Young Frankenstein, but Little Shop of Horrors was great. Suddenly Seymour. And the great Rick Moranis, who is also Bob McKenzie. Ghostbusters probably be a good one for Halloween too, you know. Not scary, really. It's a comedy. If Stephanie's ever seen Ghostbusters.
Quit lying around and get over here.
Tell us if you've seen Ghostbusters or not. I ain't afraid no ghosts. The newer Ghostbusters aren't bad. The one with the ladies wasn't great. But the original Ghostbusters, pretty good. Ghostbusters, I don't really remember Ghostbusters 2. Must not have been that great. And the newer ones with John's Kids or something like that with Paul Rudd, those aren't bad. You think Stephanie ghosted me? Probably.
I hope Max is doing okay without me.
No, you didn't ghost me, or you never seen Ghostbusters? Oh. It does take a while to respond, so it's hard to tell. I think Ghostbusters is worth a watch for anybody that
I bet your first friend was a
hasn't
toy.
seen it.
Am I right?
Not scary or anything. They're busting ghosts. Because busting makes them feel good. Have you seen Little Shop of Horrors, Stephanie? Probably like that one. It's a musical. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Slime to me. You know what Maverick would say right now? He'd say, that's a classic.
Never forget kindness can defeat anything.
Well, honestly, we should probably just get rid of Maverick because he's not coming to Twitch.
It's pretty great how nice you are to everyone.
It's just a sparkling drink. Alcohol in it. Nothing to get excited about.
To infinity.
3 lemons, that's pretty easy. Don't know why. Maverick won't come. Because he's lazy and he gets what he wants out of the Discord chat.
Over here.
Go check for more mushrooms.
Surrounded.
You know, he doesn't ever watch the stream anyway. He just talks about what movies he's gonna watch and make fun of classic movies, you know? You know, he thinks the newer movies are better. He's a young lad, probably. Doesn't understand the magic of, you know, older films. Basically, if it's older than 5 years old, he thinks it's too old and be cool. Not even 5, probably 3. You know, granted, when I was younger, before taking film studies, I didn't really see point in watching old movies before that were made before I was born. But when I took film studies, it was actually quite interesting to see kind of where, you know, some of these newer stuff originated from, you know? Blazing Saddles is definitely too old for him. You know they're making a new Spaceballs?
Perhaps you just weren't
It's not going to be called Quest for More Money, like they joked about in the original Spaceballs, but might make that joke inside the film though.
This village is beautiful.
You know, I do have my fingers crossed though. If they're making new Spaceballs, hopefully Rick Moranis is actually involved, because he had retired at one point. You know, to take care of his family. My Mosu. Did you like Spaceballs? Have you seen it? That's the same guy that did Blazing Saddles, you know. I'm hoping he's back. Maybe too early to tell, though. We're making another Bill and Ted as well, eh? Another Scream movie too, I think. Now that movie was originally a spoof.
What a perfect day for a...
Now that I've had some time to think, I know exactly what I've got to do.
Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. Badger, badger, badger. Ooh. Badger, badger. I'm not sure who's gonna be in it, to be honest.
Everything the light touches is part of this new place.
Do they get a lot of returning cast? Barf's not gonna be in it because that actor died, but a couple actors from it have died actually. Badger, badger, mushroom, mushroom. Who played Officer Doofy? Been a while since I saw that movie.
Yes!
Alexa, who played Officer Doofy in Spaceballs? I think she's done with the same thing. What a Kaplan. Alexa can be dumb sometimes. I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. That she can be dumb sometimes. Was not Spaceballs? I thought you were done with Spaceballs. Dream. Oh, okay. Officer Dewey got killed. One of the shows. Probably nobody. Sad. I don't remember which one it was, but he got murdered or he got killed by the killer. He went to face off against him. Oh. That's right. Okay. I double thinking if maybe they'd let him live, but I'm pretty sure they killed him off. Not too many of the early characters left there. We got just Nev Campbell and Courtney Cox now. You know what they should make another one of is Final Destination. Ever see any of those? I was behind a logging truck and it still makes me think about Final Destination. There's one of the movies they had a massive logging truck accident. Maybe number 2 or something. Alexa, which Final Destination had the logging accident? Alexa, which Final Destination had the logging truck accident? Number 2. You haven't seen Final Destinations at all? I would probably start at number 1 and number 2. Basically what the plot is that there's some sort of big disaster usually at the beginning of the movie, like whichever Final Destination you're watching. And somebody kind of dreams it at first, and then they recognize that it's coming, the disaster, so then they save them and they save their friends. And then death is hunting them after that to to take like to get them where, because they were supposed to originally die in this horrific accident that was at the beginning. So, you know, for example, in the first one there's a plane crash, and in the second one there's this big logging truck accident, and you know, so it's like, you know, like these logs flying everywhere and killing drivers behind them and stuff like that.
Good to see you.
The A device there just said that is one of the most well-known death sequences of the whole series. But yeah, every time I see, if I'm following a combine or something like that with its like blades up in the air, or if I see a logging truck, I always think of that movie. Because it in Final Destination, you know, they kind of build it up, like you know it's coming,
The most wonderful new book to read.
and then build it up, and then they kind of surprise you with how the death happens. You know, like there'll be a scene where the guy's walking and you see a piano getting moved, you know, being lifted up by a crane or something like that, and then of course that doesn't get them, and then it's something else, you know, that you think they got away, and then all of a sudden something else happens. Or you know, they'll show them near electricity and then the water's leaking, kind of thing. Not a horror movie, but have you seen Butterfly Effect? Ashton Kutcher? There's a couple sequels as well, but
Being brave doesn't mean looking for trouble. At least that's what my
that was like a time traveling movie in sorts. No, you should have watched Butterfly Effect. Basically, the concept is that the guy can travel back in time to to a past version of himself, and if he changes things, changes anything, right? It has a butterfly effect, which is like um, a ripple in the events of his whole life. Because, like, you know, say you jump back in time, and you know you didn't encounter a specific person, then maybe in that ripple, something, you know, your life took a whole different direction. So then when he goes back to his normal time, all of a sudden everything's all different and messed up, kind of thing. Like you know, so kind of like a back and forth of him trying to fix situations and stuff like that. It's like a sci-fi kind of movie. First one is the best. One with Ashton Kutcher. I wouldn't even bother with the sequels. Yeah, he thought it was a pretty cool concept. You know, because like at first they kind of show, you know, that when he's younger, he blacks out once in a while. And then you find out the reason he had blacked out is because his future self traveled to that instance. Then he found out, you know, that it's kind of doing damage to him, so he has some, you know, direness to
Do you
fixing
have a
things.
minute?
I really find good time travel stuff is kind of interesting. Back to the Future did that sort of loosely too, you know, where Marty had the effect of where, you know, like he almost didn't get himself born, you know, because he accidentally messed up his parents' meeting. Best time travel movie though, if you haven't seen it, is 12 Monkeys. That one was so good.
I've got an
Bruce
idea.
Willis and
Love
Brad
to
Pitt.
share.
You seen that one, Jericho?
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Kind of relieved there.
We still need 2 more black gemstones, 1 more mushroom, 1 more black flower. You know what's interesting about 12 Monkeys is they started out with a quote. It's just based on a short story, but they start out with a quote that, you know,
Take a little time.
that this guy was caught in a mental institution talking about the future, and then it's kind of exploring whether, you know, then when he goes into the past and stuff like that, he starts to believe that it's not real and stuff. So you're kind of left with the question of, is any of it real, or is it in his insane mind, or, you know, it's kind of back and forthing on that.
I need to talk to you about.
I actually saw that one in theater. The group of friends, and half the people thought the lady at the end was sent to future, or but they're debating whether she was or not, you
Oh
know?
well, Hakuna Matata.
Or if it was before she was before the future. There we go. We finally got one. I'm not sure if you made one or not. I can't remember. For dream snaps. Ugh. That was my entry. I could ask, I guess. Alexa, did Kevin Spacey make a time traveling movie? Alexa, stop.
What a perfect day for a race.
Like looking up current movies. Wondrous, we're short one Wondrous. That doesn't sound like a time traveling movie, but it is, eh? Serve some meals. Ready to remember stuff? Fruit salad, spaceship, earth cupcakes, apple pie.
Yeah!
Spaceship something.
Uh-huh. Oh, I hope we can talk again soon.
Hey,
Your far's in here, eh?
Uh-huh.
Needed some apple pie. Will he follow me? I moved the restaurant side by side so that it would be easier. Need roasted marshmallows and lobster rolls in here. Does that not look delicious or what? You know, at one point lobster was considered like commoner food. Like people were complaining that they were feeding them to like feed them all this lobster meat. They had to make an agreement that wouldn't give them so much lobster.
Oh, we'll talk more soon, okay?
I like lobster sushi. Sell 2 meals. That. Yes, it does.
How's it going?
Hamburgers.
We have to stop Ursula from taking control of this valley.
Oh, goodbye.
Find 2 minerals. We can do that too. It's like the ultimate combination Stephanie would never try. Said she doesn't like seafood. And she doesn't like sushi. Although I don't think she's tried the right seafood, and she's never had sushi. Really, no, because I think she'd really like the deep fried tuna sushi with cream cheese.
Yeah, that's right. The ocean's a friend of mine.
Need one more dark bloom. Lapia. Like gemstones. Look, see if there's any more black flowers yet, eh?
Keep believing in yourself, and wonderful things are sure.
And you can see the edge of the world, eh? We flat earthers should use Disney Dreamlight Valley as proof. Talk to a lion. Would have been king. Is that Scar? Who would have been king? Looks like it is Scar. I haven't seen that one. Have you seen The Lion King? I wonder if Stephanie's seen The Lion King. Their old Scarmeister. Do you think Stephanie's seen it, Jericho?
Hey, over here.
I'm getting booted out. Oh, good God.
Hey, over here for donuts. Don't listen to him, eh? He's a hoser.
Those nights
I've seen what? You haven't heard me? I just talked to you like we were talking about it for 5 minutes.
Run along now, and remember.
Have you seen The Lion King? I thought you said you watch. Playing your favorite game here. Can't be bothered to even pay attention at all.
On days like these, I like to curl up with my favorite
Saw it in theater. See the cartoon? The theater? Pretty cool, you got to see it in the theater. Got distracted by whatever is popping there. Harvest a red fruit with a pit. Probably cherries, eh? Oh, the new one, eh? Cherries is what they want. Cherry pie. Did you like it? Can't believe you haven't seen the original Lion King, though. That's the big one, isn't it? Good Disney Plus.
There's something I need to talk to you
We've seen all of them. Which one is the best? Simba's Pride? Is that like the third one? Get diamonds, I wonder. Second one. Oh, okay. Usually the second movie is not as good as the first movie. Very many exceptions to that, so that's interesting to say that the sequel is better than the original in your opinion. Mind you, don't you like the second Mighty Ducks better than the first as well? You just have like a favorite thing of liking second movies. Buttonlands, eh?
Lend me a hand, will ya?
Keep believing in yourself, and wonderful things are sure to happen.
Have your favorite movies. That, eh? Nice cleaned up. Ah, stupid more duties. Watching the end of Stepmom. Is that the one with Michael Keaton in it? Alexa, is Michael Keaton in Stepmom?
Playtime's canceled. Run for cover.
Alexa, who's in Stepmom? Alexa, stop. Find that on my calendar. Crap. Trying to find out who is acting in that movie, Stephanie, man. You know Jericho? Well, I think I'm gonna hit the hay. Tired, you know? Gonna work tomorrow. If you haven't followed yet, please do so. If you want to check out my YouTube, link is in the video description. Ed Harrison and Susan Sarandon. Oh, okay. I think I might have seen that one. My YouTube link is in the video description. Facebook link's in the video description. All that stuff. Have a good night.